Hey everybody, I hope that you're doing okay wherever you are. I'm Mr. Pelaggi. You may be one of my students at Jonathan Law High School in Milford. You may be a student at a different school somewhere else in the state of Connecticut. But what I'm doing in some of these videos is just showing you guys how to play some of the exercises from a book that you already have. So I'm using the Foundations for a Superior Sound book that a lot of your band directors already use, and they have a lot of excellent percussion exercises in there that aren't always explained. So they're written really well out, but if you're a student just looking at it, you might not always understand what the concepts that they want you to do in them. So today we're going to be looking at warm-ups long tone 1A. So what would be long tones for the rest of your horn section. This is a legato stroke exercise for you guys. So with this exercise, you're going to be wanting to at a slower tempo, play as high as you can without breaking a vertical plane, so you don't want to go like to here, and then you can control your stick, using as much rebound and getting as much natural rebound into the drum as possible. Cool. So I have a set of earphones in because the metronome that I'm using doesn't really pop up on this sound. And I'm not a professional video recorder yet. So I'm going to put my metronome at 92 beats a minute, and it's in my ears. And I'm going to play long tones 1A. I want you to pay attention to how my hands are rebounding as high as they can. So the point of this exercise is also to make everything sound as close to the same as you can all the way throughout. You want to get everything to be here all the way through your exercises. Yeah. The easiest way you could do that visually is play in a mirror and to get your sticks at the same height. I wasn't really watching, so if I look back at this video and I listened for some of those inconsistencies that I had in my playing, I would probably see stick not at the right height or not at a consistent height that the other ones that were at. So that's it at like 92 beats a minute. You really want to focus on getting a lot of rebound out of the drum. Almost like you're throwing a basketball into it. You want it to rebound just like a basketball would in both hands. Yeah. Let your body parts naturally follow that rebound. You don't want to constrict this and have that sound, because then you're taking away the rebound. You want as nice of a full sound as you can get. In my practicing, I love to practice with a snare drum with the snares off, so I can hear all the inconsistencies in my playing. The snares on will sometimes hide inconsistencies. Yeah. So I try to practice with snares off. And I have this little mute right here. Sometimes I keep it on, sometimes I keep it off. The more open the drum will be, the more inconsistencies you can hear. So that's better for your practice. I'm going to turn the tempo up a little bit. So 92 is a pretty moderate tempo. I'm going to bring it up to 134 now. So this would be the steady beat at 134 beats a minute. You'll see my stick height change, and you'll see my approach to the drum change a little bit. Here we go. Feel free to stop this video at any point and try these exercises. You don't have to watch through the whole thing. Stop and go along with me as well. Cool. So right now I just sped it up a little bit. You'll see that my small muscles did a lot more work. I don't need to rebound as much. When I was trying to get a nice full sound out and get my muscles relaxed. That's what the slower tempos are for. The slow tempos are for getting all your muscles moving, these faster tempos are to get your small muscles moving, like your wrist and your fingers. Cool. This exercise 1A, I could play it up to probably like 200 and something beats a minute and try to keep it consistent. I would suggest you guys going up to like 170, 180 beats a minute. 134 is where you're going to start feeling like, all right, when I have 2 hands in a row or 3 hands in a row, I don't want to stroke them all out, like at measure 9. When I try to have primary strokes for all of those, it can kind of be stressful and strenuous. You want to stay relaxed as possible in your hands at all times. Always stay as relaxed as possible, like dead muscles. When you're holding a drumstick, anyone should be able to come up and pull it out of your hand at any time. You're so relaxed. Cool. So I'm going to bump up that tempo a little bit. I'm going to bring it to like 162. And you'll probably start to see me drop some of my primary strokes and start using some secondary strokes. So what I mean by that is like at measure 9, let me hear this tempo really quick. Yeah. So at this tempo, you're going to want to get like 3 strokes coming from 1 stroke. So your primary stroke has a lot of energy, that first one. And then your second 2, like the second right hand and the third right hand of that, you're going to use more small muscle. More wrist and fingers, where the first one is a primary stroke, just like you would play if you were playing like the slower tempos. Cool. So this is the exercise at 162 beats a minute. Yeah, so a little bit of push and pull with the tempo there as well. You want to try to make it as even as possible, and it's a lifelong journey. So that's 162. I would suggest maybe going up a little bit higher than that. And if you're ever messing up any of this stuff, like feel free to take it a measure at a time. So let's say you're really struggling with the transition from measure 10 to 11, where you have to go with 2 lefts at the end there. Just put your metronome on and work on that segment. You know, try to put repeat bars somewhere. So let's say I put a repeat at the beginning of 10 and the end of 11. And I just want to do those 2 bars to get that transition. Cool. Tons of things you can do with this exercise, and like at first you look at this and you think, it's just 8 notes, and I'll play at the tempo my band director says. But take it slow, take it fast, and really get an even, consistent sound through all of this. That's your goal. Cool? So that's your first lesson from me. I appreciate you coming in and listening, and if you have any questions or anything, feel free to send me an email. My email is dpelaggi@milforded.org. Cool. I'm open to listening to any recordings, give you a little feedback and whatever you need, because I'm stuck at home just like you are. So let me know if you need anything. Happy playing.